Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Alan Wake. Trying to remember what happened in the last. We went to go meet Alice's kidnapper. Found out our princess is in another castle. We had to do a couple like horde mode type of things, which annoying as hell. Yeah, I don't. Cars that have their interior lights on can be driven.
Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else, someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think, couldn't focus.
Oh right, I have to bump down the sensitivity.
There were only empty sheets of paper here, no manuscript pages.
What the fuck? Right, we're in chapter 4. Yeah. This is a like hospital bed.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah, I see you brought your pet gorilla with you, so sure, I'm calm. I get the message, loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
What?
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Excuse me. Hell yeah. I like how I can't walk, like I have to jog.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
Yeah, that sounds accurate.
We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind?
Yes,
You're a
actually.
skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Yeah, this is a lot more realistic. But that's what they want you to think. In the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated TC in the memory of a dear friend and poet.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast.
Oh,
Well,
no?
No matter. This way. Follow me.
Would that be
Alan, what I'm
weird?
telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I can't
I dug my
do it
nails
by
into the
myself
palms of my
now.
hands to stay
You need to
focused.
work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come along. Let's go inside. Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Yeah, sure, cool.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
All right.
Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay, okay. Sorry. Boo.
Boo. Creator's Dilemma, the engaging new book by Dr. Emil Hartman, the author of the best-selling Creative Flow, his groundbreaking techniques, engagement therapy, and the flow explained in his own words, now available in bookstores across the country. Do you fucking mind, dude? Exploring.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up.
Alan,
Maybe that was
please,
the reason
this
for the
way.
generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Okay, so that's, yeah, there's our room. Hold on. So this is what that brings up. That QR code. This is what it brings up. I got trolled. I got trolled by him. Remedy. Okay, now I gotta find more of that. Assuming I can, that is. Oh, would you look at that? Good thing I came up here. Has that been the only QR code that we've seen? I mean, it's the only one I remember seeing. I'm trying to see if I've or missed any.
This way.
Hold on. Anything cool back here? Nope. How about this guy? Cool. But this door's open.
Oh, hello. I've painted you.
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
That's
Well, I guess I
uncomfortable.
better start wrapping this up. The storm is almost here.
Oh!
Look at that.
Hey,
I'd hate to be out there tonight.
the old gods of Asgard. We saw them in the diner at the beginning of the game. Hello.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark. Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The
That was a
power
jarring
wasn't
cut.
acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Ow.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash but I kept it safe from these bastards.
What?
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words. My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Yeah, no. Sorry,
We have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other writer.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
Also like how they're playing the game
So tired.
Night Springs.
Built the farm close to the lake. A place of power.
We had parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
That Bob Balder threw the app through the window. Hit that a hippie chick in the back of the head. 15 stitches and a concussion. Bob's dead now. Leukemia.
Stitches, snitches, and narcs, man. Bad scene.
I am tired, man. So tired.
Is that a cue for me to go? Not yet.
I want to go home.
All right. Nice seeing you, boys. But yeah, I was saying that it's cool that they're playing Night Springs being the like Twilight Zone show. That looks like a manuscript that I can't access right now. Welcome to Cauldron Lake Lodge. We're here to give you the specialized help you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends and family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interfere with your therapy and or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' needs for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged by their creative processes. Be patient. Typically, our patients have long-term creative problems and they won't be solved overnight. Give yourself permission to take the time you need. Bear in mind that you're voluntarily receiving treatment that has been specifically tailored for you. Engagement therapy and its sister method, the flow, work best when you are actively engaged in shaping them. If you have any concerns, please don't hesitate to voice them.
I'm a bad dream, and you can't wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare All dreams are only imagination. They're only in your head, and they're not there when you wake up. So you can't wake up because I'm in charge now, and I don't want to disappear. My nightmare is the publisher people who want to make a contribution so they can say they made a contribution. And then we end up with mullets in there because they think mullets are funny, but it wasn't supposed to be about mullets, and now it's about mullets. And when it's in slow motion, they call it mullet time because the numbers came back from marketing that mullet time is the hook we needed to go big in the target demographic. And they're not even kidding. They say it all like serial killers with straight faces and smiles. My nightmare is the writers who want to make everything from the characters to the toasters talk, all the time and express their feelings so they won't shut up. And the writers won't shut up either because they have feelings too. And I have to listen to them because they're not scared of me. And everyone should just shut up. Shut up. Shut up. But I don't see nightmares anymore because I'm too scary for them. I take 2 pills every morning and 1 with every meal and 4 when I go to bed. And that makes me the scariest nightmare of all.
Can't talk to you any. Do you have anything new to say? Doesn't seem like it. Okay.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Okay, so it would have probably... We've got that.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Yeah, because then that QR code pops up back there. I have a feeling I'm going to have to use that at some point. Yep, alright. Oh, right. I changed the keybinds. Alright, let's,
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
these old
Hey,
gods of
wait.
Asgard.
You stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about.
Oh,
It could be my
that was
only
actually a
chance of getting out
one
of
of
here.
their songs.
I don't know.
Here's a friendly poke from me old near wench.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we? Well, things are unraveling fast, aren't they?
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Okay.
It's My storm! I'm taking it!
That I feel like turned around.
Door, baby!
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair. I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd be keeping them.
Hartman's office over here.
Since you're so tough, Bert.
We were on the road, man.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna chew your crazy quack ass to shreds! Seriously!
Yeah, you better hide.
You're in. I am safe.
Really good art, but also like fucking a little bit creepy.
That's how you want to play it? He's dead.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
How you want to play it? Really?
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems. Always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him. And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Ooh. If it was just a cut up version of it.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Barry?
Jesus Christ.
About time!
Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, That Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
Oh, yep, okay. Can't actually... okay. There's a gun there.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Well, okay.
Listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Well, that's going to be a problem for future us.
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach. The dark presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Nope. I don't know where the stairs are.
The possessed bookshelves out of my way.
It's over there. Come on. Oh, motherfucker can't sprint for shit. Damn it. Ow. Yeah, okay, so I took the turn I needed to turn. Need to remember the button for flare. Found it. Did I fuck up? Oh. Hello. Yeah. Okay, that's where the manuscript page was that I found before.
Hartman knew he was no creator, He had no ambitions on that front, and he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
That's a problem. Whoa. But I need my coffee. And also to see if there's any manuscript pages.
Al, I'm over here.
Battery, though. Battery for something that I don't have yet. Lauren Miller. 19. Okay. Anything over here? Doesn't really look like it. Okay. I have a feeling I'm gonna get the flashlight from him, and then I have to go down that way.
I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
God, it's like I wrote this game.
God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
Ow! I tried to dodge. I must not have had any stamina. I was spamming spacebar.
Al, I'm over here. I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Give.
Oh, God! Look at the house, Al! Look out!
I'm gonna read that just in case.
We gotta go! It's not much of a maze! I made it through easy!
I'm not gonna go with the super powerful one. Because I only have another battery left.
Oh,
Single
geez,
battery.
Al! The house looks bad! Let's get out of here!
Okay. Cool. Can't wait to get jump scared in here. I'm gonna round a corner and there's gonna be somebody who wants my butt.
Al, hurry up! I can hear those evil guys moving around!
Okay. Told ya. Somebody wanted my butt. Don't trust Emil. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Heard you coming up, but didn't know from where.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
I'm excited if we actually get to see that. Like, you have no idea. I really like Poets of the Fall. And hearing them before I even knew that they were in Alan Wake, now just kind of makes me go, oh shit.
Al, be careful! I can see them moving around! They're coming for you!
Uh-oh, hold on. I heard... Hold on, what? Okay. Oh, I guess I thought because of how shaky it was over there that there was a left turn there. Unless I just turn... No. Fuck, I did get myself turned around. See, like, it looks like that with that seam there. Yeah, this maze actually isn't all that bad. It's just a matter, like, everything looks logical. Hey, big man. Because, like, whenever you get to a T joint or a T intersection like this, usually one looks like just grass and the other's like, oh, hey, this thing. Like, maybe. Good thing I came this way.
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
Okay.
You get 2 pills in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm all day long.
Oh. Hey, man.
You get 3 pills in the evening. And then you sleep like a baby. Like things to be yours. That way we don't have to I don't count We're all friends.
God damn. I don't have any more, flares right now, so I can't really defend myself too well. Ow! I guess I didn't need it? I was about to say, oh my god, did I just get lightning with no thunder? Okay, that seems like maybe not the way I'm supposed to go. Or maybe I should say is the way I'm supposed to go. Okay. Because we backed that other guy down this way. But I guess it just circles around. I wasn't sure if there was a path down that way or not. All right, shotgun time.
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Mm-hmm. This feels very much like what would be a boss hallway. I don't know why I just stared at the guy who came out to attack me. I was like, what's going on? I saw a glimmer over there. Ow! That's not fair.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
That's a way to explain the world. It exploded. Emil made Tom do it. Like, what's weird about this whole thing is, like, while I'm here, I don't know if it's being said ironically, but the fact that people are calling me Thomas Zane is odd. So, like, I'm curious if it's one of those things where I feel like I'm, I have become like a pseudonym with Alan Wake. Like, you know how people go straight under a different name. But to then have, everyone actually calling me by my real name, or maybe vice versa, where Alan is my real name and then Thomas Zane? No, because we've seen the books written under Alan Wake's name. Or it could just be two people, and like I said, two different people, and people are just calling me Thomas Zane or Tom, or like you had this whole thing right here which says Emil made Tom do it. I have questions, and I am excited to find out answers.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down. Give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had. Well, since Tom, really.
Okay, it sounds like they are
Shake
two different
well on,
people.
Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Ugh. Never had a broken nose before, but I feel like that would not do well with a broken nose. Oh, hey, it's Barry. Hopefully Barry's okay.
Al! You're alive!
Sure
Let's
am.
get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry!
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so,
Figure it out.
Barry! I'll find it! Don't worry about it!
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it!
All right. Need to get... Ow! Well, don't like how this is starting off. Oh. Cool. Yep. There's a lot of fun. We're gonna be here for a bit, I bet.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it!
Whoop. One reset, 2 resets.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons
Hell yeah.
knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it. Look out!
Down the hill we go.
Al! God damn it, Al, talk to me!
Good.
I had lost my gun in the crash.
And
Barry was
flashlight.
nowhere to be seen.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way! Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes,
Cutout.
didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Al, there's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Oh, yeah!
Barry, are you alright?
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
Dude, I'm excited to see what happens with the farm. Like, I want there to be just like a new an old Gods of Asgard performance or something.
Barry,
'Cause they were
just
talking about there
wait
being a
for me,
stage.
okay?
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would
And he's
turn
also still
into a
got the
disaster
standee.
if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Bro knows what his priorities are. There was no sound effect there. Well, time to run.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Oh, good. Oh, good. Like, how am I gonna dodge those? Okay. So I came up, oh my god. Came up this way. I'm like just doing this dodging just in case. Ow! Okay, there's nothing over here for me. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through.
Big surprise, I bet you there's one. Okay, there's not. Might be one up here.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
That's the FBI, I believe. Oh, I fell. Ow. No, I'm not gonna. This isn't gonna heal me? Boo.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Trust no one in the dark. Okay. Still don't have a weapon though. Like at least I have the Oh! I don't know what this is trying to do. Kill me, I guess. That's what it's gonna try.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead.
I tried to see if there was like
Facing the
something
enemy
with it,
without a
but
weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
I guess that's kind of a losing point. Give it one more shot. Batteries. Wow, I'm stuck on stuff. I got stuck. I did get it started though, I think.
Ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I
Right.
had no choice.
One more shot with that. And if I can't get it started by that point, then we're just gonna call it quits. And then I'll... Nope. Pick up the batteries. Pick up the fucking batteries. Okay. We're running now. Nope.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
I need to go there and at least grab the flashlight. Ow. Ow. Nope. Get off. I don't know where a weapon is, and like...
Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Can I just like skip that even? Does it come this way?
I could sense the movement in the woods.
I wish I had like
Facing the enemy without a
if
weapon
I at least
was
had
dangerous,
a
but I had
flare.
no choice.
That got me real close, and like I feel like it's going to probably be my best bet is this way. Come on. Okay. Now can I go? I want to go pick up the batteries and actually see what this generator fucking does. That would have been useful. But that's fine. Like, I tried to get it. And I guess maybe I just mistimed that last one out of panic. And that's kind of what ended up fucking me over.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Heavy duty flashlight.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
Don't want to waste the battery on it. Oh.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
Look at all the bear traps. Why was there that many bear traps? I'll check that in a second.
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm. The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
The Taken are filled with darkness. Okay. I now have flares. I have a big old flashlight, a mag light, probably. Oh, right. Okay. How do I get up to there? And now a shotgun. God, he has no ups. Really? Oh. I still don't understand the bear traps, apart from maybe being a way to, like, lead me down the path. Oh, I heard more. Got another one behind me too. Man, this is getting annoying. Oh. I only have 4 shots left. Thankfully, I'm like right here, so. Hey, boys. You tried.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Hello?
Hello? Anybody here?
I wrote the game.
Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you? No! Don't! I'm sorry!
He's fine, right? Think he's fine?
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy who wrote this crap anyway.
I mean, we don't have to actually know.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice.
I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who will help me. I'll make it happen.
Huh.
Let me guess. Danny, huh?
Danny no more. Leap.
The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
Oh. Oh, flashbangs. Hell yeah. I don't like the breathing. Like, that's the most disconcerting thing about what's happening.
For a moment, Hartman considered strangling the idiot. Mott was mean-spirited, but easily manipulated, an emotional infant who lived for his approval. Wake, by contrast, was a far more difficult subject. Mott had given him too much leash. In 2 days, who knew what could happen? Hartman would have to find a way to rein him in, and quickly. If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all,
Hell
I knew
yeah.
this farm myself. But Barry was Barry.
Let's pick up this coffee. I think what I'll do is I'll call this an episode when we get down to the farm. Thought I saw something shining over here. Nailed it. That's a Firewatch tower. So I could grab that car. From what they were saying, any car that has a light on the inside, you can drive. I think I'm going to keep it the truck. It's a hunting rifle.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally here. The Boys at the Weather Service reckon it'll last until morning at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The Sheriff's Department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old, slim and blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident.
It's Alice.
If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give him a hand, all right? This is Pat Maine on KBF FM, hoping you're all safe and warm tonight.
All right. This just to loop me back around. Oh, I saw an arrow, which tells me there's a box in here. Okay. Flashbangs. Nothing. Oh, that was just a flicker of the flashlight. Okay. Yeah, so if I just kept going straight up, it would have looped me around. Which is fine. So now that means I only have one option now, which is go this direction. I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't think there's anything that has to do with, like, killing everyone. Except for apparently a trophy or an achievement. Is this a... It looks like I have to walk this. Here we go. It feels like I'm playing Yakuza when I have to do shit like that. Because of the fight with the excavator in Like a Dragon. Oh, is that the stage? Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I said what I had said before. Once we get to the farm, that's going to be the end of the episode. So I believe this is probably a good spot to end it. So for those of you who are watching on YouTube, thank you all so much for watching. I'm Blurry Phoenix, and game on.